Hi friends, this is Mrs. Black. Just picking up where we left off in our last video where we talked about folding paper and breaking along a straight edge without using a ruler or a pair of scissors. If you recall, we also talked about making some long strips of paper. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday is if you are working with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you can use that long edge to tear your strips of paper from, and that will maximize the length of those strips of paper. So today I want to show you one thing you can do with these long strips of paper. I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to place it perpendicularly, so not parallel, but perpendicularly like the corner of a square. So you're going to line up these edges here. And then once you've got those lined up, you're going to move them apart just slightly. And you're going to start with this bottom piece and fold that over to the top. And then I'm going to take that other piece and fold that over. See how I'm going a little crooked here? I want to make sure that I'm lined up right here. If you can see that. And then once I've got that in place, I'm going to start from the bottom. Take this very bottom piece, fold it over, and once again I want to make sure I'm not going diagonally or anything like that. I want to line it up with this edge right here. So press that down. Can you see that? And then I'm going to pull from the bottom again, making sure that this is lined up as I go. And I'm just going to keep going around, pulling from the bottom each time. This is not as neat as it could be because I'm working quickly, but when you do this at home, take your time and line up these edges as much as you can. And that will give you a better finished piece. So I'm just continuing to go around, pulling from the bottom. And you're going to go until you run out of paper. So as I'm getting to the end, I'm left with these odd shaped pieces of paper, and I'm going to create tuck tabs, kind of like we did at the very beginning. It kind of depends on how wide you've made your strips and what you end with, but I think you'll get the idea. So I'm going to fold this here. I'm going to fold this over once to make a slightly shorter tab and tuck this in. And then I'm going to take this piece and tuck this into here. There. So the reason I want to do that is so that this stays together all by itself. So here's my tuck tabs from the beginning, and here they are from the end. And when you're done, you have this little telescoping gadget. I made a couple others today, and if you like, you can connect these to make a longer structure. And it works best if your strips of paper are all the same width. So there you go. We will continue with more on this later in the week. Thanks. Bye-bye.